I'm watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Golden Win for the first time in 9 episodes in. I just got a thought I want to get off my chest. Narancia has one of the toughest stands ever, bro. The man's stand is named Lil Bomber. He got a little hood name, Man in them, you feel me? Soon as I saw the name alone off rip, I wanted to give him the black card, bro. This man pulled out a stand looking like Amelia Earhart when she flew into Bermuda Triangle. I thought this man had summoned a whole private jet. Whole time it was just a little mini toy plane. I was like, oh, what this finna do? What does this stand have to possibly do against someone off tailing his back? Tell me why he sent the plane inside the vehicle of the guy who was telling him and started switching it down. And Narancia really a D1 crash out, and I'm here to see it, bro. He crashed out so hard, crashed out to the point where he was kicking the car as the airplane was switching the inside down. And I even get to see why it was called Lil Bomber, because he actually threw a little bomb inside that vehicle, bro. He said, forget the car, forget what was inside the car. This bomb just switched these everything, you feel me? In the description that Tiny Man gave for Narancia not only confirmed me thinking that Narancia is the crash out he is, but it also confirmed that Narancia does not care about life at all. He described him as angry and reckless, bro, and that's exactly what he is, bro, and I love it so much. He's in my top 5 right now. If there was ever to be a YNS selected for top YNS in JoJo's, it would be Narancia, bro. My thing is, why is Tiny Man going after him in the first place? He was trying to figure out why they left to begin with, just being nosy. He didn't even have no motive, you feel me? This is what I mean by folks just need to mind their own business, but y'all stay tuned for the next update. I'm watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Golden Win for the first time in 11 episodes in. I just got a thought I want to get off my chest. Narancia is so cold, bro. Before I even dive into the fight between him and Formaggio, let's talk about his backstory. Apparently, Narancia loved his mama more than anything, and his dad didn't care about him at all. Sounds about right. But his mama ended up dying to an illness, and his father couldn't even tell him what the illness was, bruh. He at least deserved that much. Eventually leading him to turn to the streets, and his delinquent homies wasn't even real homies, bro. I wasn't even mad at the fact he turned to the streets. I was mad that his homies wasn't real, that they wasn't loyal, that they wasn't 10 toes down for him, that the one he kept calling big bro, the one he looked up to, the one he looked after, the one that he wanted to imitate, even down to making his hair blonde. The only reason the so-called big bro wanted Narancia to make his hair blonde was to frame him for beating on an old lady. What type of individual are you? And a part of me feel like that old lady deserved that beating, because when you saw Narancia, they have 2 completely different facial structures, man. What if the suspect that beat you had black hair? Oh, so now everybody with black hair look the same to you? It pissed me off so bad because she not that blind, bro. She not that blind where she can't see, bro. If the police knew she was that blind, they should have did a 20/20 vision sight test on her first to make sure she can see the actual suspect. Then what made me even more mad is when Narancia held it down, he finally got out, and they discarded him like he was nothing. Treated him like an outcast, bro. Told him he was gonna die miserably and alone. Narancia felt he had nobody. And that's when the homie Bruno came in and saved the day. That's why I love Bruno so much now, bro. He has all my respect. The one thing I can't say I care about is when Narancia went behind Bruno back to go pass the test by Popo. I wish they would have shown that process. Did he have to fight the user for relighting a flame and develop his stand that way? Was he chosen? Nevertheless, though, I can't wait to see more from Narancia, bro. He in my top right now. Y'all stay tuned for the next update. I'm watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Golden Win for the first time in 11 episodes in. I just got a thought I want to get off my chest. Narancia versus Formaggio is now one of my favorite fights in this show so far, because seeing Narancia stand Lil Bomber in action was so hard, bro. I just been wondering, what is Narancia stand? How is he going to use his abilities? What can he do? And then I finally see it in this episode. His stand is Swiss cheese and any and everybody that want it. I'm talking about, you feel me? Narancia is for sure one of them YNS's. He said, do not get this JoJo's Bizarre Adventure confused. Each time he crashes out, it's in a new way, and I'm here for it. I'm talking about kicking a vehicle while letting Lil Bomber go off on the inside of it, lighting up a whole road just to kill one person, bro. And he a smart crash out too. When Formaggio was running in the sewer with the rats, he had to pay attention to see which rat was breathing heavier, bro. Even I wasn't thinking about nothing like that in that moment. Matter of fact, it was in that particular moment when I found out he even had a tracker on his stand. And I really thought Narancia was finna be going when Formaggio had put him in that bottle with that spider and then let it bite him. Whole time beforehand, Narancia already had a plan set in motion to blow that car up next to him and set him burning alive. What's making Narancia my favorite out of this whole show right now is the fact he didn't tell, bro. He didn't snitch at all. Even in his crash out state of mind, he didn't tell. He's loyal to the game forever until death until there is no possible option left. What got me though is after Narancia had got back to the pad to tell everybody what happened, Fugo gonna try to shoot him out like he was wrong for what he did. There was nothing he could do. He was getting trailed. And Giorno let that be known. He stood up for Narancia, saying he handled it brilliantly. And that now they just gotta wait for the boss's order. What got me was when Abakio tried to come in and say, oh, so you going off a whim saying that we gonna wait on the boss's order and he gonna respond immediately. Immediately got a response from the boss saying Mr. got a message for Bruno. Abakio immediately went on hush mode, you feel me? But now they finna go on this little mission to retrieve this kid and I can't wait to see. Y'all stay tuned for the next update.